Hi everyone and welcome to class 10 of the Learn Digital Marketing with Ashu series. My name is Ashutosh Bharadwaj. I am a marketing consultant. I worked for almost a decade in marketing, and I've come up with this free course in which I will try to teach all the basics of digital marketing. The entire course is on YouTube. You can look in the description. There is a playlist if you're watching this first. At this moment, 9 classes have been covered, and we've covered search engine optimization, including everything within it, most of the things within it, and Facebook marketing. And we've done a bit of YouTube marketing. In today's class, which is going to be a very, very interesting class, I'm going to teach you the basics of WordPress. Not just WordPress, I'm going to talk about what a CMS is. A CMS is an acronym for Content Management System. All right. A website is nothing but code. You have to put your code at the back end of the website, and on the front end there is something which shows up. I will talk about that. So doing that, you can do it in two ways. One is that you can create that website from scratch. So what you do is you just take out your word editor, like your code editor, pick up a language, HTML or maybe like JavaScript, and you start writing down codes of the whole website. Now this is something which is very tough. This is something which only developers can do. By just writing code, you can create a website on the front end. However, there must be a simpler way to do this. A simpler way to do this is using a content management system in which everything like a framework of the website is set up. The framework is completely set up and non-coders can simply type, drag and drop and create a complete website with not much of help. WordPress CMS, the WordPress CMS is one of the biggest CMSs. When I talk about biggest CMSs, I mean that there are more websites on WordPress CMS than on any other CMS ever. And this is not the only CMS that we have. There are several other content management systems. There is, like I've even forgotten the names. There is one which is called Drupal. Yes, Shashi, can you put yourself on mute while I'm teaching? Let's not talk. Okay.
Okay.
Once I have doubts, then we can talk. Otherwise, it seems a little bit like there's a bit of cacophony. Also, just give me a second. Okay. So there are several content management systems. WordPress is the most popular of them. There is another one called Drupal. I've never worked on it, but the principles of all these content management systems is the same, which we will talk about. Another one I think was called Joomla. Weird word, but I have heard of these. And these are content management systems using which you can create any kind of a website. I'm not going to talk about Drupal or Joomla, but within WordPress content management system, you can create a blog very, very easily. A blog is a kind of a website where you publish your posts and then those posts are published on the home page or some other page. The WordPress content management system is created for creating blogs. However, that's not the end. Using WordPress, a lot of people create company websites and even e-commerce websites. And even I have there are other ways by which you can modify the WordPress CMS to even create a social network. So when you talk about a social network like Facebook or Instagram, there are a couple of features to that social network. The main feature is that people should have their own profile. They should be able to add other users. They should be able to send friend requests and accept friend requests. There needs to be a wall. I mean, we are all familiar with this. This is not 2009 when Facebook started. Even those capabilities can be done through WordPress CMS, and it is much simpler than coding a complete website. So there is an advantage to WordPress CMS, which we will see, and I want you to all look at it and be surprised, saying that, oh my God, this is so simple. It is very simple to create any kind of a website, especially a blog and a company website using WordPress content management system, which is what we are going to talk about. And these are not the only content management systems. There are other custom content management systems. For example, in e-commerce, if you talk about a pure e-commerce website, there are a lot of tools or content management systems. There is one which is called Magento. So Magento is a complete package. It's a content management system which is only made for making shopping websites. It is set up in a way that you can very simply put products in it, put the prices, put the features, and you can immediately with a little bit of effort make a website. Another one was, I think, One Shop or something. I forgot the name. There are several e-commerce websites, CMSs as well. There are custom CMSs that are also built. But right now we're only going to talk about the major CMS, the most important, not important, but the most prevalent CMS, which is WordPress. Okay, so WordPress, if somebody asks you what is WordPress, I know you might be confused, a little bit confused. You just understand that it is a content management system in which there is a framework of sorts. A website consists of a couple of things. These things will remain stable. We'll talk about it in a moment. If there was some kind of a system by which you could actually put in text and pictures and videos within a system to create a website, it would make your life easier. And this is why WordPress works. The advantages of WordPress, and this is theory, are many. Obviously, the biggest advantage is it is out of the box. So I don't have to start coding to create a system. It is something which comes out of the box. It is also something which is, there is a community around WordPress. So when you talk about WordPress, it's like there is an open source community which is creating a lot of resources for WordPress because it is so prevalent. I don't want to go into the theory right now. This is not an exam. And the biggest disadvantage of WordPress is you cannot customize it too much. Okay, WordPress is a template. All of you understand what a template means, right? When we make a Holi, I mean, we want to make a Holi ka Rangoli, right? A very common example. Everybody, like us Indians, we make Rangolis on Holi. One method would be those, expert, these awesome women who are very good at making Rangoli, not just women, even men. They go and they create Rangoli by themselves. They keep creating and they make a beautiful mosaic. Another way to make a Rangoli is those templates. You would have seen a lot of templates which are nothing but stencils. You remember when we were kids, we had stencils, we would, color. So using that, we can create a, Rangoli that way also. Remember that stencil method will always never be as good as, an expert making Rangoli. However, whenever we want, I mean, everybody is not an expert. Everybody does not have a resource to make a complete custom website. So that is the advantage of WordPress. It's a template which is customizable. It is easy and it is fast to create. All right. Now let me talk about, I want to start this session. I want to end this session by building a basic website. Okay, you guys are excited, right? Today we are going to build a basic website in not more than, I would say, we are going to go very fast on it. And it's a jugaad kind of a way. I would say that we will spend not more than 15, half an hour making that website. But before making that website, I want to talk about a couple of components that we will create. All of you would be familiar with a couple of, when I say components, I'm talking about what is the website made of. Okay, let me start here. I will talk about two templates. I will talk about a mobile template, all right, and I will talk about a desktop template. Let me start with the mobile template. This is something which is called a wireframe. Okay, this is what my mobile phone looks like, right? This is how you create a wireframe whenever you want to plan to make a website, that what is where. What you need to do is you need to create a sketch. Usually you can make a sketch. Sometimes when people are advanced, they also make a PowerPoint or not a PowerPoint, they make a PPT, they make a PSD, a Photoshop document. I just need to know that on my website, what will be there, what will be there. and what will be where. Okay, very, very simple. So let's talk about a simple website. Everyone knows that here you have a menu. Guys, question to you. What is this called? Do you know what I've made here? What is it called? Anybody? You can speak out. There aren't too many people. Anybody?
Menu bar.
It's called a what?
Menu bar.
Exactly. It is a menu bar, but this is called a hamburger menu. Okay, because it kind of looks like a hamburger. Whenever we look at this bar, and this is part of user experience, we know that when we click on this, a menu is going to open up, right? A menu with different options is going to open up, right? So let us talk. Let's say that the main thing here is we need to have a menu for navigation between different pages of my website. All right. So this is my menu bar. There will definitely be a logo here. Okay, as soon as I come on the website, there's always a logo on top. After the logo, there will be some kind of a heading, a subheading. Maybe there will be a picture. A lot of times, this heading and subheading are floating over the picture. You must have seen it. Let's see if we can do it today. It's very, very simple. We'll create some dummy images also. Then after this, we will have a lot of text. Okay, perhaps another image. Okay, and that's about it, right? I mean, can we think of some more components? There could be like, you know, round images with text under them, hundreds of different ways. There could be carousels, etc. But in the end, the basics remain the same. One more thing, I'll just continue from here. Okay, so here I'm continuing this from here. A lot of websites have something which is called a footer. Okay, so a footer is sort of a menu with all your links for navigation here, and here there is a copyright saying, you know, copyright UX vernacular, whatever is the name of your website. Agreed? If I talk about a very, very simple website, that's all. Falguni, sitemap is just a link. You know, sitemap is a link which is here. There could be so many things here. In the footer, there could be a link for about, there could be a link for contact, etc., etc., etc. I don't want to get into it right now. We'll get into the intricacies probably when we are creating our own website, the UX vernacular website, when we'll talk about it. But today I want to keep it very, very simple. All right, I don't want to complicate things just for the sake of complicating things. Now, if you talk about, so this is a mobile wireframe. Please remember, this is a very technical word. In marketing teams, the people who are designing websites will always think of how we have to set up the websites. There could be different ways. What they will do is they will create a wireframe, which is usually a drawing, and this drawing will be given to the developer. The developer could be a WordPress developer, somebody who works on WordPress. This developer could be a, you know, complete developer who will make everything on scratch. A website is nothing but code. All of it is just code. I have shown you the back of your, like I've shown you the back end of a website. If you guys are watching this for the first time, go to any website on Chrome, do a control and a U, view source. You will see lines of code which have converted into websites. So, but we first have to understand what it will look like. Now, very quickly, the desktop version will be like this. This is my desktop. So here I will have my logo. All right, this is my logo. Here I will have my menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, probably a drop down. Here, when I click on the menu, there will be a drop down with various options. Get this closer. Okay. There will be, you know, there will be, so this part and here this part, it's called the header. Okay, so this is the header. The head of the website. This is the footer, the foot of the website, and all of this is called the body. Of any website. I'm saying that it, oh my god, my writing is horrible. Okay, head, foot, body. Similarly, head, here I can have, okay, I can have my image here, my headline and sub headline will be here. Okay, this is just, I'm just converting this into desktop. Everything will change. All right, cool. Here will be my text. One more image, text and footer. Okay, links, everything is here. All right. Does anybody have any doubts? This is something which I don't need to explain. Most of you, the youngsters who are here, you're kids of the internet. We don't even call it the internet age anymore, but you've grown up with all of this. All right. Today, we will try to understand how to make this on WordPress. But before that, we have to understand the various things which we've talked about. A couple of things I want to talk about is the pages. All right. Page, the header, the footer, the menu. Menu is very, very important. Here you have a menu bar with buttons that you can press. You know, these can be buttons also. I'll press on this, I will go on pages. All right. And that's about it. This is what we talk about when we talk about a website. Now tell me this. Imagine, suppose I have, and this is a way to understand it. There is no, I mean, obviously when I add you to the, when I add you as a user, you will understand because you will see this. Suppose I want to change the menu. Okay, so this is the menu. This is the menu. This is the menu. I want to change it. Is it possible that I can have somewhere where there is a setting for the menu? So I go in the settings. In the back end, I go to menu. I click on add menu. I click on add menu. Suddenly a new page opens up. It says, okay, add pages to menu. I will add page 1 here, page 2 here, page 3 here. I click on save. I'm doing this on the back end, and as soon as I do this, this menu appears. Makes sense, right? There is a back end where I enter. This is a template. This is a template. In the template, when I have to add color or anything, images, color, text, I do it in a back end. I just add it and that shows up here. This is what is called WordPress. Okay, so it is a template. Do you have any doubts? This is my introduction to what WordPress is. All I'm trying to say in a very simple way is all of this front end, I'll call it the front end. Okay, what the website looks to my user, this front end is controlled by a back end, by the CMS back end. Whenever I put something in the back end, I'm the one making the website. So I can put anything on the back end. I can type things. And whenever I save the back end, something changes on the front end. And so I can make a website. Any doubts? I want to take, 5-6 minutes. I want to talk about any kind of a doubt, any kind of a question you have. Because after that, we are immediately jumping into the back end. I'm going to give you guys access to this back end. You can look at it. I mean, I will kind of, run you through what it is. I won't run you through what it is. We will straight away go ahead and we will start making the website. All right. Cool. Questions, please.
So actually, I am using Wix.com.
Wix is also a CMS, absolutely.
So it's similar to like WordPress.
It is a CMS. I mean, it is something. See, WordPress is something which is WordPress is an open source software. All right. WordPress is an open source software. You can get things for free there because there is a lot of community of people who are creating these templates. Because WordPress has basically given you a empty template. They've given a template, then developers can go there and these developers can actually sell some products related to this. So WordPress is a open CMS, open source CMS. Various developers, and I will talk about it when I give you the example, various developers are creating templates, looks and feels for WordPress. Wix is a standalone CMS. So Wix is, Wix has created their own CMS, which they've kept free for a certain level. But you have to, if you need to go to a bigger level, you need to pay for it. But I think, Anand, you kind of understand, because if you played around, if all of you have played around with Wix, you would understand what this is, right? Shivani says that we also get templates on Wix to make websites. How are they different? They're not different. In a way, WordPress features are always better than Wix. Wix is more of a, Wix says that you can make a shopping website here, you can make this and that. But Wix is, as much as we start making things simple, you cannot make advanced settings. WordPress is simpler than making your own website, but it is more complicated than Wix. So in a way, Wix will not give you as many opportunities, as many, capabilities of customization. But it is a very, very easy solution. A lot of people who just want to make a website, because see, in WordPress, you have to host it, you have to set up WordPress, you have to do a lot of things. In Wix, everything is set up. But obviously, Wix is much more expensive. If you want to do the same thing, Wix is kind of expensive. WordPress, you can kind of jugaad, you can get for free also. Shashi, go ahead. Question.
Asma sir, I have one question. Does WordPress website is a responsive website?
Yes, nowadays everything is responsive, because even talking about responsive is something which we don't talk about nowadays. We assume that every website has to be responsive. Now, another thing that I'm going to talk about later on is, there is like one of the advantages of WordPress is that usually the WordPress templates, because what I'm going to talk about is WordPress has various templates. They are called themes. Themes are like a dress, themes are like a dress. When I talk about a dress, I call it libas. Okay, so I am a skeleton. I'm a complete skeleton. I have to put skin, bones and clothes on me. That skeleton is WordPress, and on that you have themes which are also for free and paid. Most of the themes I've seen, especially for the past at least since 2015, are all responsive. There is something which is called a Bootstrap responsive framework. It's very simple. What it does is, in desktop, it just starts putting everything niche. Like, when you convert from desktop to desktop to mobile, everything starts to go below everything. So responsiveness is not a problem. Again, Sheena, I think Sheena has a very, very good question. She says, making website from scratch through a developer and making website through WordPress, will it affect the ranking on Google? Not at all. In fact, WordPress is something which is SEO ready. Again, that whole skeleton, has been created by people for SEO. WordPress SEO, doing, setting up SEO and making it good for Google is a headache when you talk about custom websites. A headache. You have to take care of everything. In fact, the first time, I started making websites on WordPress. I used to have an agency. I used to own an agency. When I came out of GBO, I did a lot of different businesses. My colleagues from Shriram College, we also did a lot of businesses. Later on, I had an agency. At that time, we set up everything on WordPress. We created around, around 10 websites on WordPress. The first time that I created a website, that I helped create a website with a developer, I was pareshan, because some of the things, SEO things, are by default in WordPress. Okay, so it does not affect. In fact, usually for SEO, WordPress is easier. One problem with website, Wix also, Shivani, Wix is also kind of, Wix also gives you all those options, because these are templates, right? Responsiveness, like Shashi said, SEO, these are basic here. These are ABC things which everybody has to do. But a developer, when you're creating a developer, and even developers don't create site from scratch. If anybody of you is familiar with how developers and website developers work, developers also have libraries and templates which are already created. The only disadvantage that I think, like obviously the biggest disadvantage for WordPress is it is not very customizable. I cannot expect my WordPress website to do everything. All right, it is not that easy. It will do basic things, but if I wanted to fly or whatever, you will have to do some modifications in it. Okay, so one disadvantage is this. The second SEO disadvantage for WordPress which I've seen is speed. WordPress templates are very, very heavy. So whenever these templates are downloaded on your phone or whatever, by default the speed is a bit slow. Whenever developers create it, so developers can make it in a way that it is fast. All right, cool. Anybody else who has any other question? Anybody who doesn't have a question, don't worry about it, because obviously I'm going to show you how it's done. We are going to, we'll try to create a website. Aaj ke din. Cool.
Sir, can we transfer our website from Wix to WordPress?
There must be some plugins to do it. I think there must be. I'll have to get back to you on this, Anand. All right. I've heard because there is some WordPress works on a database. So if you can export the database from Wix, I'm sure there must be some way. I'll get back to you. You can personally connect with me on that point. Wix is also not bad, yeah. The thing is, you need to do a trade-off between easy and features. Suppose I'm a small company, okay? I just need to have a website, nothing. I need to have a basic website, yeah. Basic one-page website. Why would I even go to WordPress? I will just go on Wix and create that website. Wix is so simple. And Anand, how long did it take for you to make a Wix website?
Around 20-25 minutes.
Right? I mean, there was a template, nothing. Just drag, drop. It will say put picture. You click here, you will put the picture. Drag, drop, type, cut, ready. Right? There is a trade-off. But then obviously now you are thinking, Wix is not good because you want Wix for something. You want Wix to do something for you and it cannot. Because it's just a template or it's asking you for money. And it's probably saying for this feature, give me more money. For this feature, give me more money. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this recording right now. What I'm doing meanwhile, for people who are watching this on YouTube is nothing important. What I'm doing is I'm going to add all of the people who are in class today, 14 people who are in class. I'm going to add them on our WordPress. So they will be able to log into WordPress, look at all the features, and they can, all of you will start making it. I'm sorry, I should have done it before. I'll do it now. So pausing the recording, I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. So in the meantime, during this break, I added all of the class participants, which are 14 participants, to WordPress. I sent them their username and password, which they will use to log into the system. And now I have sent them a URL that you will use to log in. Okay. So how do you log into WordPress? I'll explain this thing on the board. I'm going to not get rid of it completely. I'll keep it here. I'll put it here. So whatever domain you have, all right. If your domain is, let's say, can't hardly see it. Okay, so if you have http / okay, mysite.com/wp-admin. This is how you get to your WordPress backend. Whatever domain you have, okay, whatever domain, I don't care what the domain is. After that, if you add a / and you put wp-admin, you should be able to get to a page which will ask you for your username and password. All right, everyone is in. Anybody had any problems getting in? Please let me know. I'll wait for 2 minutes for everyone to get in. You will see nothing, just a welcome to WordPress page. I will show you exactly what it looks like. I took a screenshot. Oops. I'll just share my screen with you guys in a second. And if any of you had a problem logging in, sometimes, you get a problem, everything starts shaking, saying no issue with the login. It's mostly a password problem. Okay. This is, I'll share my screen. All right. This is the page that you're looking at. right? When you type in WP admin on top, it will take you to a WP login. It says welcome to WordPress. Enter your username. Your username will be your email address. I'm using my name and the password, and then you will click on login. It will get you to this. So all of you should be now on this page. One moment. Just a second, guys and girls. Awesome. This is what you see, all of you. Everyone cool? Everyone is here? Please let me know quickly if you guys are facing any problems. If you guys or girls are facing any issues, let me know. Otherwise, I'll begin with this. We can take around, I'd say, half an hour to complete this. We'll keep it very, very simple. Or maybe we can do some advanced things tomorrow. Today, I just want to, today I just want to create a couple of pages, 1-2 pages. A couple of posts. You will create the posts, all of you, whichever way you want to do it. You use your creativity. Please be very decent here. I will ban anybody who is indecent, even though I know you guys are all awesome. And then we will bring it all together, and we will create, we will create one website. All right. Can I begin? Because nobody's saying anything. I'll begin.
So Shivani this side, sir.
Yes, Shivani.
So on my screen, I can see the area below the site health status. I can see the above part which says welcome to WordPress and continue your site.
You don't see this? I mean, do you see all the menus here?
Yeah, I can see all the menus and I can see site health status and quick drafts. But I can see the area.
That might be just a little bit of thing. Rahman, I don't think I've added you, right? Rahman? Rahman, can I add you? Give me your email address. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you how I'm adding people by giving the example of Rahman's address. Okay. So if you look on the left side, this is where you add everything. If you need to add a page, you'll go to page. If you have to add a menu, there is a place for menu. Okay. Don't be scared of this. This will remain the same in every WordPress installation. Okay, Rahman? Now I want to add Rahman as a user. I will go to user. I will click on add new. Okay, thank you, Rahman, for your email. Here I will put the username, which I'm also keeping, which I'm not keeping as the email. I'm keeping it as the first, name, Rahman's, the first part of Rahman's email. Email is required. Nothing else is required. First name, last name is not required. It will automatically generate a password here. And here is the role of the person. So in WordPress, some people have access to some things. Some people have access to some other things. If I were to make you the author, you would not see all the options here because I want to regulate what one person does on this website. What I'll do is I'll set up this role as an administrator. I'm going to stop the share, and Rahman, with you, I'll share your password. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll send Rahman the. All I need to do is I need to click on add user, and Rahman will be added as a user. Simple, right? And it is just as simple. Everything has a field. In that field, you fill up whatever you have, and when you fill up, it shows up in the back end or on the front end. It's a template, yeah. Simple. There's a place for everywhere. Everyone. Cool. Adding you, Rahman. I'm sending you your username is your email address, Rahman, and your password is this. I'm sending. So you can also log in. Awesome. Send you your password, Rahman. Cool. So now I've added Rahman as a user. Here I'll share my screen again. So when I look at the user backend, we can see all you guys are here as users, and you are all the admins. Okay. Now let me go to the dashboard. I'll go back to the dashboard. Okay. Now on the dashboard, I will start with a couple of important things. I don't want to very complicate a lot of things. Let us do this. Let us start by making, let us start by making a simple page, the kind of page that I have shown you. What I'll do is I will go to my page. I'll go to the section which says all page, or I can click on add new. Here you can see that you can add, there are 2 pages which are already there. One page was created by me, Ashutosh, the author. You know who created who. It was published an hour ago. Let me go ahead and simply create another page, okay, which I will have as the home page. Before that, one second, before that, I want to just delete this home page. I'll trash the home page because I just need one home page. So what I will do is I will create, I'm just going to, and this is something that you will start doing with me. Okay. This is my, I'll just take the whiteboard once again. So this is how I want my website to be right now. I'll tell you the structure of our website, of our wonderful website. You'll have the home page. Okay, this will be created by me. Okay, after that, we will have another page like an about page. I don't care about an about page. Okay, after the home page, I want to have a page saying, student pages, below which there will be a page for every one of you. So all of you will create one page. The name of the page will be your name. So there will be a Anand ka page, there will be a Srishti ka page, Shina ka page, Jyoti page. All of you will create one page. I will show you how to create one page. Then you can start playing around with it. Then I will give you around 10 minutes to, it is so simple to simply enjoy yourself and, create a page. And then when we have all these pages, we will put them on the menu. Okay, cool, easy. All right, I'm sharing my screen. So this is something which is very, very awesome, which I love about WordPress. I can straight away go here and I will create a page and I will get a template for a page where I can add everything that I want to add. Look here. It gives you, it says WordPress, okay, add a title, start writing whatever you want to write. Okay, I will make this, I will call it the home page. Perfect. Okay, now I want to add some content to the page. I want there to be a heading, a subheading, etc., on the page. As soon as I make the home page, I will see 2 options on top. There is an option for preview to see what that page is about, and there is an option to publish the page. I'm not going to publish the page as yet. All right. So I will go here according to the way that I wanted to create my page. I will click plus here and look at this. This is your WordPress options of whatever you want to put here. Okay, there are various options. Let us look at the options. A paragraph, I can add a paragraph. I can add an image. I can add a heading. I can add a list. Okay, let me start by adding a heading. I'll click on heading. It will ask me what kind of a heading do you want. Within the heading, there are a couple of options, whether it has to be a H2 or a H3. H2, H3 are simply about the, they are HTML upmarks of the heading. I can also have it as an H1. This is my main heading, so I will make it a H1. H1 is the first heading. Awesome. Uske baad I'll hit an enter. This thing has been created now. Okay, I'll click the second block that I want to add. Now I want to add another heading, which is not the heading 1, it is the subheading. This is a heading H1. You can see here center aligned, bold, italic, create link, etc. Anything which is new here, nothing is new. All of these things you can see in any word processing software like MS Word. Okay, this is a subheading. Awesome. Okay, now I need, below the heading and the subheading, I need an image. The image could also have been on the heading, no problem. What I'll do is I'll go here, I'll go to my Canva. I want to just create a dummy image, right? I'll go to my Canva, I'll click on create design. Okay. Image sizes, like whatever image sizes can be various. Let me create a custom dimension image, which will be 1080 into, let's say, 440, whatever. Okay, I'll create a design. Okay, I'll do a bit of, you guys are familiar with Canva, right? It's like one of the awesome things which is here. Wow, I like this, right? Huh? Be happy. Everyone wants to be happy, right? Okay, so I'll create this, I'll publish it, and I'll download this image. Oh, why do you want me to pay? Oh my God. They want me to pay. Okay, so I can't use this image because this image is not a free image. I use this one. French country collection. I don't want to call it French country collection. I want to call it something like whatever, UX vernacular. What a kind of website is this? Anyway, like, you know, happy. I'll call it happy. Happy website. Happy collections, whatever, yeah. This is irritating me. I'll publish, I'll click and download. Okay, downloaded. My image will be downloaded. It will prepare, it will bring my image. So what I'll do is, now I need to add an image here. Go to my block, look at these blocks. Okay, every component, every imaginable component, let it be formatting. All right, let it be layout. I need buttons. Do I need buttons? Do I need columns? Do I need anything? Let it be widgets, whatever. Everything is available here. Don't be scared right now. There are a lot of options. Let me give you all the simple options. So I will click on image. By this time, okay, by this time, are you guys scared or does it excite you? Can you see the importance of a CMS? Why are we reading a CMS? Right now, I'm not doing any coding, guys. I'm not doing any coding. What I'm doing is I'm simply like, you know, see, I just took my image from here. I drag and dropped my image here. Very easy, a drag and drop. I could have also clicked on upload image and it would have uploaded the image. What I did was I simply dragged and dropped. Now the image is being uploaded in WordPress. Let us wait. Wow, my image is here. Now this is a very tough, like big image, but this is a beautiful image that I have. Let me look like what my website looks like. Are you curious what this looks like, Abhi tak? I'll click on preview. It will generate a preview. I haven't published it as yet. So this is the title. It's giving the home page here. Somehow it's giving me the title for the home page here. I can change this title as well. I don't like it to be called the home page. Let me call it, you know, UX vernacular. This is the name for my website. Okay, I'll click on the preview. So this is what it will look like, UX vernacular on the header. I don't know why it's there. I can also remove it. And then my content starts. So this is the header. In the header, it has the page title, UX vernacular setup. Okay. I'll tell you where this comes from. This is the home page again. And here my content starts. And look at this. I already have a footer, a default footer that has been set up. Now I'll go very, very quickly. Okay. I need some text. Has anybody heard of lorem ipsum? So lorem ipsum is this, like, you know, what do you call it? Lorem ipsum is this dummy, like, what do you call it? You basically call it like a dummy text, which I can put anywhere. So it's just basically like a lot of text that I can get. Okay, so this is standard lorem ipsum text. I'm looking for the, you know, lorem ipsum format. It is just text, yeah. It's just text. That's it. Lorem ipsum. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take my heading from here. I will start putting text here. So below, again, I'll click on plus. Now I need another heading. I don't need a H2. I need a smaller heading. My H3 is going to be lorem ipsum, obviously. Below that, I'll click. I don't need to add text. I'll pick up text from here. I'm just picking up text from the lorem ipsum generator. Sorry. I'll pick up text from the lorem ipsum generator. Okay, just any kind of text. I'll put my text here. Okay, so I have a lot of text. Now I also need a quotation, right? Maybe I want a nice quotation, very well created. I'll enter block quotation. text format. There is a format for quotations as well. I'll pick up this awesome quotation. I don't even know what it means. It says, something in Latin. There is no one who loves pain itself, who seeks after it and wants to have it simply because it is pain. Yeah, all right. Because I have to earn a living, right? That's my only pain. Okay, this is here. My heading is here. Now I don't want to add any other images. I will simply add some more text. So I'll click on plus, click on paragraph, and I will end this page. Done. My page is done. And I want you to create your pages after this. After I've done it, I just want to show you how to make the page and publish it. Use your imagination. Try to use other things as well, some other components as well. Done. Look at this. Look at my preview. It's starting to look like a website, right? Look at this. Looks nice. Now, a lot of people would be asking me, how do I format the font? How do I format the background color? I will get to it. I will get down to all of this. This is a basic page. And now what I need to do is I need to click on publish. It'll say, are you ready to publish this page? I'm like, yeah, I am. All right, I'll click on publish. Okay, it's there. My first page has been published. I can click on view page. Here is my page. It's been published. All right, guys, I'll take care of this later on. The footer vagera later on. Now it is your turn. Okay, I want all of you are logged in. Click on add page. Just like I showed you, click on add page and start putting in some kind of, information in. I need one volunteer, one of you, to share your screen so that I can guide you on what's to be done and get busy. All right, I'll give you only 10 minutes to make different pages. All right, who's volunteering to show me your screen? Sharing screen. This is cool, right? I mean, now you're looking at it, it seems a bit less complicated. Now you think ki yaar website banana aasan hai. It's not that difficult to create a website. Let's have volunteers. What happened to you?
Yes, Ashutosh sir, I'm here. I'm volunteering.
Anu, please share your screen. And everyone else, do you have any doubt? Maybe we can do what we can take guidance from Anu, from what she's doing. Sharing screen is easy. You can go at the bottom. There is a green thing that says screen, share screen. कर दिया आपने? Who's this? Who's me? Achha, it's me. It's you, Anu. Anu is sharing the screen. Achha, you are viewing. Anu's. Anu, you're making me see me. Oh yeah, beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. So you want to go to the dashboard. All right. Go to pages. Add new. Very good, guys. Everyone is on it. Awesome. I love this class. Oh, shut up about block editor. We know block editor. Let's shut it up. बंद कर दो इसको. Crazy. Your page will be named after you. Your first name, please. We have to protect privacy also. Go ahead, type ahead. Nothing will happen, guys. Don't be scared. Nothing's going to explode. All right. Okay, so Anu, this is your page. The name of your page. Go below. It says start typing. There's a little plus sign there. Click on the plus sign. It'll give you a lot of options. I think you need to go for the heading first. Or do you want to, let's not put the images right now. Maybe you guys don't have images ready. Change the heading to H1. Because this is the top heading. Or on the right side. You can do it on the right side also. You can see on the right side, बिल्कुल right side में. और right में, ये देखिए H1. तो आपने इसको H1 दे दिया. Now just write whatever you want. Dummy text will also help. You guys are getting this, right? Or maybe you can do it on your own. I don't even have to tell you what to do. Okay, I guess Anu, you can stop sharing your screen. All right, you got this, right? This is easy, है ना? Great. Okay, so I'm going to put this recording on pause. Take 10 minutes, guys. Okay, Rahman, there is this, go up, I'll, there is this page. One second, I'm sharing this again, Rahman, with you privately. Yeah, here is the page. This is the domain. This is the, when you click on that link, it is basically, I haven't bought a domain for this. I've just put it on an IP, 13 dot whatever, dash WP admin. When you click on it, you will go to that page. Okay, so I'm going to pause this recording. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, take your time, 10 minutes, I'll just go walk around. 10 minutes, take a break, everyone. And I'll be back, YouTube people, you don't know. Okay, so YouTube viewers, if you're watching this on YouTube, we had a break for 10 minutes where the people who were attending the class got very, very busy, and they all created one page under their own name. And now we have a home page which was created by me. We have, around 10, 14 other pages that had been created by our students. Now we have to put everything together. What I mean by putting everything together is I have to set up a menu, and probably another menu which I can put in the footer, because the footer is also a menu. And how do I do this on WordPress? And obviously, how do I designate which page is the home page? That is something that I will, do. So sharing my screen. Oh, lovely. I'll just refresh the page. As you can see, within pages on our Learn Digital Marketing with Ashu website, Anu, you've made too many, pages. Okay, whatever. So now, if I look at, when you go on top, you can click on something which is here, which says visit website. When I look at the website, wow, who did this? Somebody put a background image also. Awesome. Okay. This is the uncategorized. There is one post which is a, basic post which has been set up, but I don't want this as the basic post. I want my home page, whichever home page, no matter who made it. There is, oh, did you guys delete my page? You guys deleted my page. Here, the home page name is UX Vernacular. So I need this UX Vernacular page to be, the home page which has been created by me. Okay, so what I will do is, and here is one very important thing. You guys already know about media. If you want to add photographs, we just found out that you can put a photograph through here. If you want to put a page, you can put a page through here. If you want to add a user, you can add a user through here. We've seen all of these things. Right now, I want to set up some settings within this page. Okay, great guys. I want to set up some settings within the page. Most of the settings are here in the settings tab of WordPress dashboard. Okay, I'll show you. First, you will have to set up a couple of basic settings. There is a default site title and a tagline, which you could see on the home page, right? This home page had a Learn Digital Marketing, like instead of the logo, this was the thing. Let's do another thing. We'll also add a logo later on. I don't want to add a logo. So it's brought the site title and the description here. I could change this. I can change this. All right. I can call this, let me call it a sandbox. Sandbox is something where you play around. This is the address of my website. All right. No problem there. This is my email address. I am the administrator. Time zone UTC plus 5.5. All right. India time. I want to set it up for India time. This thing is okay. Time format. These things are not very important, but still I'll save changes. Let me go to this part which says writing. Okay. Again, not important. Let's talk about reading. Now look at this. Your home page displays. Right now, my home page is displaying the latest post which has been added. I want it to be a static page. So I will make the home page UX Vernacular. Now, by default, whenever I am on the home page, whenever I go on 13.233.78.166 or whatever domain, I don't want to see this. I want to see my page, the one I created. All right. Now, post page. In WordPress, there is a default way by which you can set up blogs. All right. Excuse me, guys. So whichever page is your blog page, you will specify it here. All right. I don't want to get into it right now. This will be for another lesson. Okay. Everything else is okay. Another thing here, search engine visibility. If I don't want, whenever my site is under development, even though this is not a good idea to develop a site live, I should always click on this, discourage search engines from indexing this site. Okay, I'll show you, I'll talk about this in detail later on. Right now, search engines will not probably look at. Now I click on search, save changes, changes saved. And then I refresh it. Voila, home page is here. This is my home page, right? Correct? Awesome. Good. Now, one thing is missing. The home page is here, but what about the other pages? How can we set up a menu, right? So what we'll do is we will go here. All my settings are okay at this point. Acha, another setting that you need to change here is you have to change the permalink settings. So what happens is, I'll give you an example. When I click on all pages, and let's say Anand's page, when I view Anand's page, all I did was I clicked on view Anand page. Okay, it is good. It is Anand. All right. So like again, sometimes instead of Anand, it will give you some, it will give you some, like especially for posts, it might give you a format, something like this. You must have seen it. Sometimes it comes as, the day and the name. So at what day the post was set up, don't think about it so much right now. I want to default this for the post name. So whatever is the name of the post or the page will be done there. Let's not be confused. Let's just click on save changes. All right. Now I want to make a menu, right? On my website, when I talk about my website, everything is here. I have a home page, but if I want to go, Mirchi got into my nose. Okay, I don't see a home menu here. How do I add the menu? I'll simply go here. I'll click on appearances and menu. Okay. What I need to do is I need to first create a menu. Okay. So here is a menu. I had already actually created a menu. Let me just delete all of this. So I had already created a menu here, which was called main menu. Okay. This is my main menu. What all pages do I want in this? What all do I want to put on this main menu? Let us start with, let's say, Anand's page. Let me put all these pages there. Okay. So I selected all these pages, Digital Sashikant, Anand, Shivani, all these pages here. And I clicked on add to menu. Look at this. All my pages are here. Okay. Now I clicked, this is the main menu. I clicked on save menu. And obviously I need not have put all the pages here. I could have put some other posts. I could have put some custom links also. If I wanted my menu to point to an outer website, I could have put it here. All right. Anyway, I don't want to get into the intricacies right now. All my menu is here. I have all my menu items are here. I have clicked on save menu. Then I go on manage locations, that where will this menu be? So, excuse me. Now this template, and when I talk about template, whatever template I'm using, and I'll get back to template, has several options for menu. There is a mobile menu, a footer menu, a social menu. So you can have multiple menus. Right now, I just want to go for a desktop menu. I'm not going for the footer menu. I will make this desktop menu the main menu, and I will click on save changes. Now let me refresh my page and hopefully look at this. Menus here. All right. Now this is very big. I want to make this a bit like I want to put one thing under the other. Let us do this. I'll go back to my edit menu, and here I can actually drag some within the other. So let's say I will put Falguni ka page under coronavirus. Who was this joker who made it a coronavirus? I don't like this name. Look at this. I dragged Falguni and I put it under coronavirus. So now it will be a subset of coronavirus. Let me put a couple more. Digital Shashi, Rahman are under, Rahman's pages are under the coronavirus page. I'll explain what this is. This is Boju, more like whatever. My French is too bad. I will put Shweta's book review, Anand's page, Shivani's page, and let's say one Sheena's page I will put on the main thing without anything under it. Click on main menu. Refresh. Do you see this? Any doubts abhi tak? It looks like a website, right? Let me do this. Let me click on the, let me show you the mobile version of this. Okay, so this is mobile. I'll make it, okay, I'll make this come here. I'll click on mobile and I want to see what this will look like on a, let's say a Pixel 2. Look at this. Awesome. Shashi, it's responsive. Right?
Yes, sir. It's responsive.
Click on menu. Here we go. Easy, right?
Can you show it again? How you move to the mobile?
Yeah, this is something that is called inspect element. All right. Inspect element is called, either you can right click. This is a Chrome thing. Either you can right click and click on inspect, or Control Shift I will give you inspect. So in inspect menu, it will look like this. Initially, it will look like this. On the top, do you see this toggle device? Here I can select what it will look like in a mobile phone. And here I can choose, you know, any kind of a mobile phone. Okay, iPhone X. What it will look like on an iPhone X? 100%. This is just a way to look at it. All right, look at this. Beautiful, right? I mean, obviously, there are a lot of questions. Abhi, how do I change the background? How do I change the font? How do I change this and that? Let us first work on the footer. Okay? Can we do that? So now everything is saved. Let me go to appearances, and the footer is always set up in widgets. Look at this. Within this theme, in this theme, and this is a default WordPress theme that I'm using. In this theme, I have a choice of 2 areas for footer, and here are all the things that I can add on the footer. Let me design the footer for you. Search bar is a good thing, right? Do you see this search bar? You want to have the search bar in the footer, right? It's not hurting anyone. Henna?
No,
Let
sir.
me use the search bar here. Recent posts, I don't have any recent posts, I will delete it. Recent comments, I don't have any recent comments, I will delete it. Let me do something here, like I need some text here. All right. What I will do is, this is a widget. I will just drag this widget. Do you see this? I dragged it and I'll put the widget here. My site, a title to it. I can now put a picture also. I'm not going to put in pictures. I'm going to put in a lot of lorem ipsums, my favorite. Little bit of lorem ipsum, not too much. No, not too much text is good. Okay. Simple copy, paste. Okay. It's here. Click on save. All right. Now what I want to do is, should I put another menu on footer too? Right? Archives, I don't need archives. I will explain what archives are. These are all blog archives because this is supposed to be made for blogging. Okay. I want to not have a meta here as well. And don't be confused if you don't understand all of these. These are just things that you will use. Is there a menu here? Yes, there is a menu here. Okay. So here is my navigational menu. But look, I haven't even made a menu here. Right? Can I first go and create a menu? I should do that, right? So once again, I go to appearances, I click on appearances, and then I will click on menu. Oh, sorry. I'll click on menu again. Okay, I will create a new menu. I will call, guys, please put yourself on mute, whosoever is not talking. I'll call it the footer menu. Okay, create menu. Now in the footer menu, I don't want too many pages. Let me just put in a couple of pages here, like default 2 or 3 pages. Coronavirus, Buju, without the name, and Shweta's book review, add here. Awesome. And I saved the menu. Okay, the menu is saved. Perfect. Okay, now I need to go to footer location, and it says footer menu will be the footer save changes. So now by default, when I go back to my widgets, I'll go to my footer, navigational menu, select menu, footer menu. Okay, browse our website is the title. Save. Let us see what this looks like now. Refresh. Awesome. Does it look nice now? Nicer. We have a menu on top. We have our, like, you know, abhi to I should have put a logo here. I'll put the logo later on. We have the beautiful page with a lot of lorem ipsum text. Left side mein there is, you know, my site, the search bar and my site. Right side mein there is a menu. This is a bit like, you know, acha nahi lag raha. Let me do this because it's lopsided. Can I take the text and put it here? Yes, I can. Ab dekho, automatically refresh mariye. Wow. Oh no, now it's looking weirder. I put the text search and navigational menu here, then they'll look better. It's easy to make a website. Now look at this. Doesn't it look like a website? Dekhiye. ये पता नहीं कहां से आ गया. ये कोई और मेन्यू होगी. Some other. Oh, this is the footer menu, na? Ha. Look. So there is a lot of like whenever you talk about WordPress, there is always a lot of oh my god. So this is one of the oh my god menus. Moment. I don't need the footer menu. Okay, I want to just like leave it behind. My footer menu is already in the widget. Awesome. बढ़िया लग रहा है? Do you like it?
Sir.
Click on inspect. Okay, my favorite iPhone X, even though I can never afford it. Even if I can afford it, I'm not going to buy it ever because if I lose it, I want to kill myself. Awesome. This is how you make a website. Let us browse this website now. Oh my God, whose page should I see first? Falguni's page. Why not? You know? Just like browsing, guys, just browsing. Oh wow, digital marketing. Very nice, very nice. What is search engine optimization? Great, guys. Awesome. How long did it take us to get to this, guys and girls? How long did it take to do this? Simple. Hai na? Let me look at this coronavirus wala page. Wow, stay home, stay safe. Great. Who made this page? Wow, this is awesome. This is really good. You guys have delivered a message here. Who did this? I love this. Let's say what Bonjour Monde is. Bonjour Monde is very, Priyanshu has made it. Wash your hands. Wow, great pictures. Awesome. Easy, na? Can you experiment with some more components here? Can you go to these components and, you know, one by one pick up these components and learn what these components are all about? Is it possible for you to do it? Right? Because I think aaj ki class is Rahman's page. Let me see. Wow, welcome to Rahman's ye. One picture, very nice. Within Bonjour Mood, how do you like pronounce M-O-N-D-E? Moi, I don't know. My French is really bad. Email, wow, very nice, very good. Shweta has also added links in it. Awesome, because you know links, you can just add links. You've added a gallery. Wow, you've even put a picture, like you've even put an overlay on the top, right? Great. Let me look at Anand's page. Just like I'm just checking the page. Your first page, Anand. Congratulations. Wow. Okay. So Anand has used a list 1, 2. Oh, Anand has also used pagination. So he's put a page break, page 2. You've seen sometimes in blogs there is a page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Right? Anand has experimented with pagination as well. Shivani, let's see what Shivani has done. Oh yes, you can create your website today. Beautiful quote. Awesome. And Shina's page also. Great job, guys. Yes, SRCC students, GPO rocks. Great. Everything's cool. Okay. I want to kind of leave you at this moment. Okay. I don't want to get into the complications yet. I'll just talk about one very important question which must be on everybody's mind. I think at the moment, a lot of people must be asking, how do we change the appearance? How do you customize the appearance? So there is a page here which talks about appearance. Now, first I want to introduce you to, and I will, stop this share. I want to introduce you to two simple concepts that we will talk about, then we'll end it. Shina, to see the website, it's very simple. I'll share the screen with me. You're in your WordPress. Okay. You're here on WordPress. You go right on top and there is a visit site page here. Do you see it, Shina? Visit site. So when you click on visit site, it will open up your page. All right. And if you wanted to see this on mobile, I'll right click here. I'll click on, this is Chrome, inspect. In inspect, I will go on the top. I will choose toggle device toolbar. I will choose whatever phone I want. It will show me how it looks on an iPhone X. Okay. Cool, guys. So last part, changing the appearance and the logo. I'm not going to get into it right now. Okay. I also advise you guys to not get into it right now. Work on your own pages. Go crazy on your own pages. Okay. So now I want to go back to now I go back to my dashboard. From my dashboard, I can go back to my site, dashboard site, back to my dashboard. I want to explore. Guys, please put yourself on mute. Kaun mute pe nahi hai? Shashi, I put you on mute now. Okay. Appearance. Okay, appearance with a paintbrush. Customize. This is the theme. Look at this. The active theme is 2020. Now I want to talk about what is a WordPress theme. You can see here, there are 3 themes that we are talking about. WordPress is the skeleton, the dhacha that they call. Skeleton is a dhacha, right? So when I talk about WordPress, the WordPress in itself, WordPress CMS in itself is simply a frame. Okay, a frame where I can put in a lot of things. Okay. Now I want to give an example. Within WordPress, there are 2 things that you need to do. Number 1, you install WordPress, which I installed. Now you don't have to worry about installing WordPress. The beauty about WordPress is that, it's very easy to install, especially with hosting providers like GoDaddy, HostingGator, etc. They will install WordPress for you. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I got mirchi in my nose. My dad was warning me, was saying namkeen kha raha hai, to chammach se kha le, but you know how I am. All right. So when you install WordPress, I installed WordPress with the whole framework. Now this framework needs design and it needs functionality. Colors, fonts, design, how the thing looks like. Design is governed by a WordPress theme. Like I said, libas, the clothes that you wear, the accessories that you have, all of them come from a theme. The functionality, now I want to add a functionality, it comes from plugins. Plugins, as the name suggests, are extra things that we plug. So we create WordPress, we set up a theme, design is taken care of, and number 3, we set up some functionalities. For example, one thing that you must be wondering would be, sir, I need a contact form, right? In every website, there is a contact us page. In that contact us page, there is a contact us form. How do I add that contact us form? I didn't see any field there. All of that will come from the plugin. Right now, I have a theme and I can change the theme as well. Can we change the theme? Okay, this is the last part of today's exercise. I'll show you how to change the theme. Last part, just 10 minutes, I'll be done. I wanted this exercise to be very, very cool. Okay, awesome. 1 second, please. I'm gonna sneeze again. Sorry. This is not a common cold. This is not coronavirus. This is just like stupid me eating namkeen with my fingers and then touching my face with it. So yeah. Appearance, themes. Here are the default themes that are available for WordPress. These are free themes like 2017. Okay, this was a theme in 2017. This is a theme 2018. Did you notice the design for all these themes is changing? And this is a theme 2020, which is the latest theme created by WordPress. This is the free theme. And I can add another theme here. Look at this. Within WordPress, so many themes are available. Do you see it? Now does it become clear? The theme is the clothes and what the whole WordPress installation looks like. I could have a theme like this, right? I could, I could have a theme which looks like this. I could have a theme that looks like this. Now it looks like websites, right? Look at this Radiate theme. I could use this theme for my website also, and it would look like this. All right. All of these are free themes which are available, and there are also paid themes. Do you see these? Awesome themes, right? All of these themes are available. I didn't want to complicate things. I want to right now go with my own theme, but I can definitely change the theme from here, and all the theme features like color, logo, all of them will be done through the customize tab. Look at this. I can add an icon here. Okay. I can change the colors here. Right, Priyanshu? You were saying color badal gaya. This is where I can change the color. I can choose whatever color I want. I can go ahead and, have different things. Do I need to show search and header? Look at this. There is a search bar in the header. Should I show the search bar in the header? No, I don't want the search bar in the header. Search bar is already there in the footer, right? Something I changed. Oh, wait, I can also I can make a preview of a mobile here. See, I did a preview. So now there is no search bar in the header. There's a search bar in the footer, obviously. Cover template. I don't know what it's talking about. Maybe probably I can set up a cover as well here. The menu. What will the menus look like? Widgets. Everything is here. All right. I made all these changes, some small changes. I clicked on publish. My site is ready. This, and through this, I have given all of you an introduction to what WordPress is, an introduction to a content management system. It took us from scratch with nothing at all. It took us not more than an hour to set up a beautiful, beautiful website, no matter how beautiful it is and how it's set up. This beautiful website with functionality, with everything. It can only get more complicated than this, but it's as simple as it gets. Another theme might have 20 other features. A theme might have other features, but the basics remain the same. You don't need to do a lot of coding for WordPress. Later on, you might want to make some modifications in the code or whatever. A lot of things can be done, but this is what basic WordPress is all about. Let me do an outro for our YouTube watchers. So everybody who's watching us on YouTube, I really love this part. It's very funny. Every time I do a different outro. Hey, all you friends who are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, UX Vernacular. Please make sure you share it with all your friends. Add a comment and also turn on the bell icon. Keep watching Learn Digital Marketing with Ashu on UX Vernacular, where I will be teaching digital marketing for free for everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. I will see you in the next class. In the next class, we are going to talk about more advanced features mainly about plugins, plugin functionality. We'll work on the same website. We will add some contact forms, some other beautiful things. And another thing, we will also do SEO for this website. All right. Keep watching UX Vernacular. Bye-bye.